In the Bay Area, a family from Florida traveling to Oakland is sending a warning to out-of-towners. The family was visiting our area to drop off their teen for college when they were bipped and lost important personal documents and thousands of dollars worth of belongings. New at 6, KTVU's Crystal Bailey joins us now after speaking with them. Crystal?
Well, Roman Crossman would just...
Nissan Rogue, back window smashed out. That's where you had all your luggage at, I'm assuming.
Graduated high school in Florida, planning to attend Lincoln University here in downtown Oakland to play football. But now his family...
You went to Oakland to play football at Lincoln University from Florida? I'm already thinking that this whole situation is shady. From their standpoint, not from the criminals. The criminals did exactly what we expected. But you traveling from Florida to Oakland to play football at Lincoln University... Let's see what's going on here.
Family is planning on withdrawing his enrollment because they're so traumatized and don't want to leave him here for school.
Traumatized?
In Oakland, California, you just gotta be careful.
You think it's Oakland, California. Undirected team. We got another one. You see the title. You see the thumbnail. Florida Jamaican family jacked in Oakland. Cali. We're going to go through a little bit of not only the family and what's going on with them. You see them right here. How they ended up in this position. And also, like, just what's going on in Oakland. We'll touch on that a little bit. And kind of see how we got to this point as far as Oakland being the crime-ridden city that it is. And let's be honest, y'all. It gets even deeper than that. The current mayor is under investigation for all kinds of different criminal charges. Now, they're all alleged right now, so we can't necessarily say that the mayor's guilty. But having your house raided so the FBI can procure documents that can possibly say that you are involved in a whole bunch of criminal activities is a bit crazy, especially with election coming up. And she did make a statement recently saying that, you know, everything was made up and made believe and she's not necessarily doing anything fraudulent and her name will be cleared and there's billionaires out here to try to get her out of office. But that's not really the point of our story. But it's also just to add to the chaos of what is going on in Oakland. And the mayor's name is Shang Tao, by the way. So if you want to look her up on the side and check her out, I'm not going to discuss her any more than right here, but it just adds to the whole entire chaos and what we see going on in Oakland. We will actually go through we'll look at the streets of Oakland from a couple of different YouTubers that, you know, have scoured the streets and gave us a really in-depth look of what they're dealing with out there. But yeah. Anyways, the big four: like, share, comment, subscribe. I got links down below if you want to support. We're only as good as the person on our left and on our right. And as we get better together. I appreciate y'all, team. But Oakland does not appreciate a kid and his family coming out there to try to play football at the university, bring tax dollars into the community, and possibly get an education in Oakland that will be maybe to their benefit at some point if this kid is able to graduate and, you know, do good for a city that he should appreciate at some point if he decides to stay there after attending college. But they instead decided to rob him, and now the family's going to get out of there. But I want to see how much accountability and how much awareness this family has to drive from one end of the country literally to the opposite end. I mean, you're talking about southeast all the way to basically, well, it's the middle of the West, but like mid, you know, all the way in the West, but the middle of the country as in Oakland. Well, it's lower than the middle, but they basically drove all the way across the country to come here and get carjacked. Well, get their car broken into.
Marie Watson says she's devastated.
Everything totally gone.
Her family was traveling from Florida to Oakland to register her son, Romel, at Lincoln University. At around 6:15 Saturday evening, they left their rental car parked to pick up food at a nearby Jamaican restaurant, only to...
Okay. supporting supporting the local Jamaican restaurants, everything Rastafari. If you're in Oakland, stop over there and get a plate, get some jerk chicken, get some curry, get some patties. They got some stuff in Jamaican restaurants that is good. I don't really eat at Jamaican restaurants very often, but their vegetable curry I know is usually good across the board at Jamaican restaurants. Kind of making me want some vegetable curry be good. The potatoes in there, the sauce, the rice.
Find broken glass and 5 suitcases stolen.
$3,000 in the bag. My husband
You had $3,000. Just let's keep going.
put under the seat with 3 passports, 3 social security.
Hold on.
$3,000 in the bag. My husband put under the seat.
He put $3,000 in the bag under the seat, your husband. How do you fit a bag under the seat, first off? And why would you leave $3,000 cash? And are we talking Jamaican cash? Or are we talking U.S. cash? Because there's a big difference in the value of it. But regardless of the fact, why? Keep it on you? Put it somewhere else in the car, like in between a seat cushion or something? I don't know. You don't just leave it in the bag, though. Like, it should be on you. Tuck it in your sock. Or, you know what? Why don't you put it in the bank? Like, what do you need $3,000 cash for and you're just going to enroll your son into college?
With 3 passports, 3 social security, his high school diploma, my son's high school diploma, birth certificate.
I guess you kind of need all that to enroll them in. They're probably going to want those documents, social security card, diploma, all that type of stuff. It makes sense.
Everything totally gone.
It happened about a block away from the university at 15th and Franklin. And when they got back to their car, they say a witness told them men driving a car without a license plate, masked, broke into their car and stole all their things. Of course, this is something...
Yo, the witness just watched everybody he watched them get robbed. And then he came out, didn't call the cops or anything. And they're like, what the hell happened? Well, I was just sitting here. I was on my lunch break. I came out to smoke a cigarette. And as I was sitting there smoking, I watched a band of criminals with no license plate on the car hop out, subsequently break your back window, take their time rifling through all your stuff and loading your luggage into their vehicle. And then they went under the seat, took a bag, and I guess that's where your $3,000 was. They then surveyed the scene, seen another vehicle, broke into that one as well, rummaged through that, didn't find much, got back into their car and drove off. And I was just right here watching it all. You didn't call the cops? Nah, it's normal out here. See it all the time. Not surprised at all.
people here in Oakland have seen many times.
I didn't know that these things happen in America, so it's true.
Guys, I gotta keep pausing because it just gets crazier and crazier. You didn't know this happens in America. Lady, where are you from? This family is from Jamaica. One of the most crime-ridden places in the world. You think I'm lying? We did our evidence. We're gonna come back to this in a second because before we finish with this story, I want to go to what's really going on in Oakland. But first, we're gonna see what's going on with this woman, and we're gonna go to, because I could just say it, but I'm actually gonna give the visuals along with it. So let's just go through this article right here. And this is current. Is it safe to travel in Jamaica in 2024? No. Not unless you're on a tourist resort and destination. But these people are from Jamaica, so they know how bad the crime is. And y'all should be more socially aware. So what do we got here? Well, we're going to go through it. We'll look at this highlighted part right here. Let's start with crime. Jamaica has some of the highest rates of violent crime. These people just broke into your car and stole your property. They could have killed you and stole your property, but they chose not to. They just said these people are fools. They left their luggage all in the open, windows not tinted. We can see all your luggage right there. We're going to rob you. Homicides. The bad news, that's the bad news. The good news is crime is largely contained to specific cities and neighborhoods in Montego Bay and Kingston, where tourists rarely visit. Now, this is to talk about tourism, but as you can see, they're not tourists. They're from Jamaica, meaning that they aren't in the tourist spots of Jamaica. So they're used to crime. And you get to America and just think there's no crime here all of a sudden? Who gave you that idea? Now, violent crime in Jamaica. It is germane that home invasions, armed robberies, SA can happen even during the daylight, even in tourist areas, which is crazy. In addition, the police may lack resources, training to respond effectively and appropriately to victims of violent crime. Finally, emergency service vary in quality across the country with response times that are generally lower than the U.S. standards. SA victims may not be treated with speed or compassion. Law enforcement may not be quick or diligent about collecting evidence. Prosecution of cases proceeds slowly. Victims may need to return to Jamaica for trial. That's if you're an American, you want to go out there and be in the hoods of Jamaica. And then just to add a little bit more to it, Jamaica is not particularly happy friendly. Same sex relations are outlawed, and public displays of affection may result in harassment, assault, blackmail, arbitrary detention. You can go there and be friendly, but just keep it discreet, because scams. You can get scammed in Jamaica. Drugs in Jamaica. Even weed. People think it's legal to smoke weed in Jamaica. Well, you can be arrested for weed in Jamaica or get a fine, which is extortion basically, especially if you're not from the country. And the driving in Jamaica is terrible. Most streets lack lane markings. Heavy rains make washouts common, especially in the countryside. Pedestrians and animals will expect to share the road with vehicles. Emergency service will be slow. Rental cars may be susceptible to carjacking. We're going to stop right here. Let me zoom in on this one. Rental cars may be susceptible to carjackings. Y'all came from a place where crime is exorbitant. And then you come here and you have no social awareness. You just think you're living in a fairy tale. La, 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 la. Nothing's going to happen to me. I'm okay. America's totally safe. You went to Oakland, one of the worst places you could possibly go in America, thinking that you're going to be safe. Crime is rampant in America, in Oakland. America in general, but Oakland, come on, y'all. This is insane. California in general. Now, we can go on, but we'll digress. And by the way, Lincoln University, if you want to go here real quick, their football team is terrible. They were 3-16. They had a 1.58 winning percentage in last season. And Desmond Gums, he's struggling out here in Oakland. Let me go to Desmond real quick. Where's he at? Yeah, this guy right here, man. This is him. Desmond. He's not going to last long as the Oakland football coach, the way that he's running the team. Now, I do want to go and give Oakland some credit. Oakland was a very nice place to be at. 50 years ago. This is Oakland in the 70s. Look how nice it is. Kids out there all hanging out. You got the houses being built. You know, they're knocking down houses. They're putting up new houses. Nice community. Very, very nice place to be back in the day. I couldn't find a lot on Oakland, but just look how clean it is. I'm not going to play this video because it's not necessarily showing Oakland. There's a couple of different, you know, I guess we can look at a little bit, but you go right here. 16th and Chestnut. And look, you see right here though. Look, Oakland's just really clean. Not a lot of crime at that time. People knew how to dress. There were no poo shiesty masks. Look, kids. Kids, instead of committing crimes and robbing cars, are out helping build houses. I mean, Oakland was a nice place. Look at this kid right here. When was the last time you seen a kid helping cut down a tree and trying to build up his community? Anywhere in America. And you know, you can go on. Everybody just getting along in Oakland. You look like a damn Black Panther and he just chilling in line with white people. I can't tell exactly what he is. Some type of a Mexican maybe descent. You got old lady, not scared to have her purse out in public. And remember, back then it was all cash. There wasn't no cards or nothing like that. So everybody had cash on them to some extent, and they weren't out there getting robbed. You got this lady over here just enjoying dinner. Everything's fine. Just a really clean city. Really nice. Now, we're going to see what Oakland looks like today. Which one should we go to first? Let's go this one. Whoa! Shout out to Jaywalking TV. He's the person that took time to go through Oakland and film this. And so we'll give him credit. Jaywalking TV. Go check out his channel. And it looks like he takes you through some of the streets of Oakland and other places. We're on International Boulevard. Let's just take some time to walk through Oakland. We got streetwalkers. When's the last time y'all seen a payphone? Hold on. I know y'all get mad when I stop sometimes. We just gotta admire the payphone. Look at that. I mean, it's not operable anymore, but it's there. Hey, guys that are watching this, are y'all paying for that? Wow. That is just awful, man. Oakland. This is where you want to send your kid to college, lady? You went from Jamaica just to come here? And keep in mind, we don't have to smell this. Lady, this is America. It's not a big upgrade from Jamaica. You had it all wrong. How the hell did a boat end up in that situation? More streetwalkers. Are y'all not entertained? What the hell is this, man?
These are all shoes, some clothes, mostly shoes.
Yo, Jay, are you just walking through? Are you on like a Segway or something? I guess your name's Jay Walking, so yeah, I guess you're walking. You ain't on rollerblades or nothing? I said I wasn't gonna bring the mayor up anymore, but come on, Tao. Come on, Shang Tao. Really? This what you letting fly as the mayor? Some of the stuff that's out there, you just wonder how it ended up in this position. How is there a toilet? How is there just a random toilet on the block? And I wouldn't be surprised if it's still used. You don't think your car is going to be robbed? The second y'all drove up through these streets to go up to the college, you should have already turned around at that point. You said we could have stayed in Jamaica for this. Now, we're not done yet. We are going to go to one more video to get a different perspective. Shout out to Jay Walking again. Check his channel out if you'd like. We're going to go here. These guys decide to take the risk of
and out of
going
control
through
as
Oakland.
Oakland, California. It's a very ugly, rough, littered, dangerous place where the laws aren't enforced and the crime is staggering. I drove around Oakland for an entire day in late October of 2021 to see what it was like these days.
It's only
and
gotten
I don't recall
worse.
seeing any part of the city that was welcoming, safe, or clean. It was really quite an...
Let me get his, I'm gonna mute him now. Let me get his, Nick Johnson. He's doing quite well for himself. 981K subscribers. He'll probably be at 1 million soon enough. And some say Oakland is hell on earth. Yeah, your son can come play football out here in Oakland. He can come join our 3-16 football team. Y'all ain't warn him. Y'all knew he was coming out to Oakland, man. Nobody from the attendance said, hey, when you come out to Oakland, don't leave your luggage visible. Don't come out here with cash. Put it in the bank before you leave Florida. You know, just take out what you need as far as cash. Use your credit cards, Cash App. It's dangerous out here. When you come out here, come directly to the campus and park in campus. We'll let you in through the gate. You'll be safe there. Nobody warned these people, this family. And if you're in a rental car, understand that you're going to be targeted first because they know you're green if you're just riding around in a rental parking and all your stuff is likely to be in your vehicle because you're traveling. I mean, these are just like, where was the guys with their family? Let's look at a little more of this though, and then we're going we'll get back. This street, I mean, even the streets that look okay are not safe. Everybody got a burglar bars. This is incredible, y'all. Yeah, this is what we got in Oakland. You know what? And I'll be honest. Y'all got off easy. Getting robbed and jacked for probably about $5,000 worth of stuff, mainly in cash, your social security cards and all that. It's probably the least that could have happened to you. You could have left out of there unalived. Let's be honest. Now, we're going to go back to the story and wrap it up.
Strange, really, really strange to me.
She says she called the police. Of course, this is something people here in Oakland have seen many times.
I didn't know that these things happen in America. So it's strange, really, really strange to me.
She says she called the police but was told to file a report in person at a police station.
To me, it's lawless because we even called the police 3 times, and they said they can't come. We have to come. They can't come.
On top,
Of course they can't come. They're understaffed. They don't have enough police, per the mayor and whoever else is running it. And they see this all the time. If you didn't get murdered, they're not coming to check on you.
top of all the important documents and belongings, they also lost a sleep apnea machine.
Now I started feeling the effect of not sleeping with my sleep-up machine because, like, now what?
The criminals are savages. The least y'all could have did was toss the sleep apnea machine out the window. When y'all seen it was a sleep apnea machine, you could have just... We'll let y'all keep that. Y'all seen the apnea machine, criminals. Toss it out the window. Let them keep that. Y'all ain't even gonna do nothing with it. Y'all just gonna... They might use it for themselves. They might give it to one of their grandmas.
I start feeling my heart like it's pounding in the mornings when I wake up. Instead I feel rested, I'm not feeling rested.
Where's the men in y'all's group? Why haven't we heard from none of the men? Because I'll tell you this. Being socially aware is not something that is common. Now, the guys probably would have been a little more aware, like, yo, maybe we shouldn't park here, but they're implicit too.
Now the family is pulling Romel out of Lincoln University.
Now I have to bring back my son to Florida because it's not safe here.
Now, we reached out to Lincoln University but did not hear back in time for this report. Meanwhile, this...
Hey, Lincoln University was like, yeah, we messed up. We should have warned that family. We absolutely should have warned them that they were in danger coming out here to Oakland. But we were so thirsty to try to get his enrollment money and his tuition that we just hoped something bad wouldn't happen. But y'all knew something bad was going to happen to them. And here they are. But as a group, when you're out there, men, women, as a collective, we're supposed to be better. So somebody in that group has to say, look, this probably ain't the best situation. Y'all, this is what we're going to do. We're going to order ahead of time. We're going to call the restaurant, say what we want. We're going to send 2 people in there to get it. We're going to come out with our food. We're going to get in the car. We're going to go to our hotel. And then we're going to eat there. But
The city of Oakland has touted lower crime rates, saying violent crime is down more than 30% from last year. And the most recent crime data says car burglary is down 60%.
down 60% from what? Up 158%? So now it's like, that's what it's kind of like what we're dealing with inflation now. Inflation shot up like 90%, something crazy, right? Maybe it's not that much. I'm exaggerating. But I'll use gas, for example. Remember when gas was like, it's probably maybe like 4 years ago or something, like gas was like around like $1.94 or something like that. Then gas shot up to like $5. And then it went back down. Now it's settled around like $3.20-ish, $3. And they'll say, well, remember when gas was $5? I also remember when gas was $1.50. So yeah, it's up from its high at $5. So it is down however many percentage points, but also it's still up significantly from what it should be, which is extremely low. So if it has to drop 60%, that already tells you that it was too high to begin with. What the hell are y'all talking about? This is insane. Like, I'm out of here, y'all. I'm done with it. I'm done. We're done with this. But we might not be done with Oakland. We might have to come back and do some more on this. Now, hopefully y'all got out of there and you learned from your mistakes. But like I said, being from Jamaica, we already looked up the crime rates out there, and y'all should have been more prepared being from such a crime-ridden city or place as Jamaica. Country. It's a country. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Undirected perspective. What do I got for this? What do I got? All I got is understand your surroundings and don't go to places that you are not informed of where you're going. You don't just travel to Oakland and just go out there and don't know what the hell's going on. That's what they did. They just thought the whole America was safe. But it's kind of hard to believe, being that first, you're from Jamaica. Second, you're living in Florida, which there's plenty of crime out there. There are terrible places in Florida. I don't know if y'all are from the same place where Donald Trump lives at and you don't see no crime out there because you're a rich family, but y'all look average as far as income. So I'm pretty sure that you've traveled through a couple of the hoods. So y'all are really just taking zero accountability. Put your son in danger. You were about to drop him off out in Oakland, and ain't no telling if he'd ever return to you. So what happened to you was probably a good thing, and now you can make better decisions moving forward. But team, this is in general, right? Where you grow up is one thing, but when you travel to another place, you have to be more alert, especially when it's way out of your comfort zone, like traveling across the country or to a different country. You know, and I'll just say this, if you ever travel out of the country and you go to Jamaica, I just showed you that traveling to Jamaica is dangerous after you leave the tourist resort. And even there, if something happens, law enforcement is not responding swiftly to you. So although crime is less likely out there, if you do get into something, you're probably not going to get any justice. So just be careful. And if you go out there, do not leave the tourist resort. Don't just be trying to go and figure out what's going on in Kingston. Something bad's going to happen to you more than likely. You're going to be a victim just like this family was out in Oakland. Because when you're in a foreign place in a rental car and crime is rampant, the criminals already know. And rental cars are easy to spot for many reasons. So that's all I got for this. And actually had a rental car that their plates actually said California on it. Oftentimes when you get a rental car, it'll say different states' plates. Like you'll be in Memphis and your plates will say New York or something like that, which is also another dead giveaway that you're not from there and you're not familiar with your surroundings. So that's all I got for that, team. I'm glad that the family didn't, get injured physically, and they can just use this as a learning experience. I think we all make mistakes, but what we have to do is just get better from them. So now they've hopefully learned their lesson, and they'll put their kid in a better school and with a better team overall. Like, I don't know how good of a football player he is, but I mean, you're not going to advance your career going to there. And it seems like they wanted to go there just for football. Like, that's half the reason, because I'm pretty sure you can get a good education in Florida. So it's all just strange, y'all. Anyways, I'm out of here. I'm skedaddling just like that family did up out of Oakland. Shoot. I want to go there and do one of them videos that Jay Walken did. It's probably not smart, though. He's probably from the area. I want to go look at some more of his stuff. I'm about to go check out Jay Walken's page. Y'all should go check it out, too. And the other one I showed you, too. All right, team.